Mark had finally reached the summit. His new corner office, a monument to modern architecture, offered a billion-dollar view and the keys to the kingdom. He was ready to assume control, anticipating the heavy binders detailing quarterly earnings and strategic financial ledgers that define corporate power. This CEO transition was driven purely by maximizing shareholder return. But sitting starkly against the sleek glass desk was a jarring anomaly, a small, antique mahogany box, left personally by his predecessor, Amelia. Mark expected a definitive strategic roadmap for billion-dollar acquisitions, not an antique heirloom. He opened the closed box, assuming it held the final crucial document outlining the company's detailed financial future. Mark expected a complex ledger detailing billion-dollar acquisitions or a strategic roadmap for the coming fiscal year. Instead, he found a single handwritten note. His gaze immediately locked onto the startling opening line. "The board will never measure my greatest success." This was truly baffling, considering Amelia had brilliantly doubled the company's valuation and maximized shareholder return. Mark frowned, comparing this cryptic message to the hard numbers he knew, the skyrocketing stock market data, and the stellar quarterly earnings report Amelia had delivered. What deeper achievement could possibly overshadow 5 years of unprecedented financial growth? He wore a genuinely puzzled expression, realizing this unconventional success wasn't measured by margin or the bottom line. Mark read about the single mother who received anonymous tuition for her kids, and the janitor whose crushing healthcare debt was secretly erased. Amelia detailed these quiet transactions as her true balance sheet. She called this her secret ledger, arguing true leadership meant choosing compassion over margin. Beyond individuals, she saved a small failing supplier in a forgotten town, preserving 60 crucial local jobs. Amelia closed the passage with a powerful statement: "Profit is the result of what we take, but legacy is measured by what we give back. Choose compassion over margin." Mark looked at the cold, hard numbers on his quarterly report, seeing them now as monuments to a fundamentally broken system. For 20 years, his success was measured only by maximizing shareholder return, only to realize that true corporate power lay not in the margin, but in the human cost he had always ignored. His entire definition of winning was suddenly obsolete. Amelia's final instruction was the most profound. "Your first official decision must be to forget this letter exists. And then you must write your own." She was not challenging him to make more money, but challenging him to find a wholly new metric for leadership. Mark realized he must create a legacy that the balance sheet could never quantify. The closed mahogany box now rests on Mark's desk, a silent reminder that true power isn't measured in quarterly reports. As the city skyline sunrise illuminates his office, Mark quietly funds mentorship programs and anonymous debt relief initiatives, the hidden expenses of a truly purpose-driven business. He understands leadership requires signing contracts, but legacy is built through quiet action. Mark still tracks profit margins, yet his focus has shifted entirely to human impact, prioritizing people over margin. Amelia never handed him a new financial strategy. She offered a challenge to find a new metric for power and success, redefined by compassion. In forgetting the letter, he truly began to write his own, a purpose-driven business model where Amelia gave him the keys to the future and, more importantly, a soul.